veteran broadcaster Andrew Neil has issued a dire warning to the British public, forecasting the biggest tax rate in history under the current Labour government. In a pointed column for Mail Online, Neil asserts that Chancellor Rachel Reeves is set to introduce an unprecedented tax increase in her upcoming budget. He criticizes Labour's departure from its pre-election commitments, where they assured voters that tax hikes for working individuals would be minimal. Instead, Neil contends that citizens now face a series of steep tax increases. He wrote, "In under 2 weeks, we will be landed in cash terms, with the biggest tax rate in history, on top of what is already the highest tax burden in 70 years. One of the most alarming proposals, according to Neil, is a potential £12 billion rise in national insurance contributions, NICs, which he argues will mainly impact working people." He stated, Reeves is eagerly eyeing a £12 billion increase, likely the largest single tax rise in her upcoming budget. That's another tax on working individuals. Neil further criticized Labour's overall economic strategy, suggesting that new taxes will be added on top of record-high taxation, with little hope for substantial economic growth. He remarked, "New taxes will be piled on existing record taxation. Public spending is nearing record highs at 45% of our GDP, yet we're set to spend even more." The broadcaster accused Labour of reneging on its campaign promises, adopting a borrow, tax, and spend strategy instead of maintaining fiscal responsibility. He highlighted that about 40% of the estimated £22 billion fiscal gap was caused by public sector pay increases implemented by the Chancellor shortly after Labour assumed power. Since then, the projected size of the fiscal gap has increased, with the Chancellor now expected to propose tax hikes totaling up to £40 billion. Ms. Reeves has indicated that addressing this larger gap is essential to safeguarding key departments from real-term cuts and strengthening the economy, noting that the initial £22 billion would only have sufficed to keep public services standing still. The new government's autumn budget will be revealed by Ms. Reeves on Wednesday, October 30th.